What's up, y'all? It's your girl, La Boricua Badass, the brightest star in the sky, the greatest that beat the greatest, La Boricua Badass, the flavor gang leader. And you're watching Covalent TV. Oh,
Daryl and Werner, I want to send so much love. I heard about Covalent TV and I wanted to say thank you for, making fans, wrestling fans happy, for the gaming and everything. Like, you guys are amazing. Keep up the good work. And to everybody else out there, thank you for listening and watching Covalent TV. Sending so much love. Stay safe, stay positive, and stay sane. Love you guys. Mwah.
Hello, my name is Maria Canales-Bennett, and I am the First Lady of Professional Wrestling, and you're watching Covalent TV.
Another Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Another Monday and another trip down absolutely terrible booking boulevard. And y'all are here to witness us speak on it and review it and break it down like a fraction. So that means, welcome to your WWE Raw Live Review. This is your boy, Mr. Stark Sane.
Big Dub.
Oh, this is getting tougher and tougher, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting tougher and tougher, purely based on the fact that this is not getting even remotely better when it comes to how Triple H is booking these shows. But if you are in here tonight, you know exactly what your duty is. You know exactly what your responsibilities are. Even if you are new, I'm going to tell you for the first time ever, be a part of that like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. And I also need a True Seekers roll call in the comment section. If you were in here early, you should have done it by now. And if you haven't, what the fuck were you waiting for? Let's just be completely real. You're taking too damn long to do what you know you have to do the moment you pull up in the show, man. Take your shoes off at the door and get it done, okay? Now, guys, I told y'all, I typically don't reserve pregame thoughts for weekly television shows. I don't do it, but goddamn, here goes another exception to the rule. This is a step past exhaustion to even talk about. These shows are a step past exhaustion. It doesn't proceed to get better on a weekly basis. It doesn't. And Triple H is just booking not even for the crowd of one anymore. I think he's just throwing shit against a wall to see what sticks, and nothing's sticking. And when nothing is sticking, that makes it all the more worse for you guys to consume on a weekly basis. Now, us, again, I can unplug and disconnect. Werner can unplug and disconnect because we're not fans. Okay? Mm-hmm. The WWE product doesn't reward fans. We've discussed this ad nauseum. The WWE product does not reward fans. So why would we be fans of this product? But one new talking point that I got to drop on you guys is this. And this talking point isn't even really a talking point. It's more of a question. What's keeping you watching? Like, if you are a fan of the WWE product, what is keeping you watching? Because outside of brand loyalty or routine, I don't understand a reason to watch this product. And even with those things, I don't understand a reason to watch this product. All right. That was just a little pregame thought I had to get off my chest, beautiful people. We still have a job to do. We got to bring you beautiful people the news, whole one special, accountable, and bring you facts, data, and statistics as we go, because that is just what we do have. This is CovalentTV. Y'all know how we get down. If you are new here, comment. Do not be afraid. Yes, we have our usual viewers, but you can be one as well. All you have to do is pull your keyboard up and type a comment. You know what I'm saying? We will be addressing new commenters, and we will be addressing people who send through the super chats as well. But let's not delay any further. Let's go ahead and get into 10 News.
So last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, Warner Brothers Discovery announced that they were going to be spinning off their companies. And we already have a rumored buyer for Warner Brothers Discovery streaming app, HBO Max, and that is Sony.
Yeah, it's lucrative. Yeah.
It's a big. Now, Sony was also trying to build a joint studio with Warner Brothers earlier this year in Nevada, but Nevada said, no, we're not giving you $95 million in tax credits.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But they'll give WWE everything.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, even though it's like 10% of that still. But like,
right.
Funny enough, this is something that I've actually known about for a while. It's funny to hear it come up on our show. It's kind of weird because I actually knew about this. I actually had an inside track on this information. I didn't think it would affect anything AEW related, so that's why I didn't bring it up on the show. But I actually did know about this. And all of the doom and gloom WWE compromised media outlets and all the doom and gloom drones and fed walkers that were saying, oh, this entire news equals death to AEW. If this equals death to AEW, why does Sony, one of the biggest entertainment companies next to Warner Brothers, why does Sony want to buy this entity if it wasn't valuable, if it wasn't lucrative for Sony as a company, if it wasn't financially feasible for Sony as a company? So something that needs to happen is journalistic integrity needs to improve. I feel like I've said this on this show dozens of times, but I'll say it a dozen more until it happens. Journalistic integrity needs to improve. There needs to be a presence of journalism where they run out there and they actually tell people the facts of the matter and the things that are hyperbolic. So that way drones and fair walkers can draw a conclusion that AEW is dying. You understand what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, throw a thumbs up in the chat. I need to make sure that y'all are alive because what y'all not going to do is slow our show down. So with all that being said, will this revised, I'm only saying revised information because this isn't how this was reported. And I think Werner could probably agree to this as well. This is not how this was reported from wrestling media outlets.
No.
With the way wrestling media outlets made it sound, Werner, I'm going to give you one shot at glory. How did they make it sound?
Doom and gloom.
Yeah.
It's the end of the world.
Oh, yeah. AEW's doomed. Oh, yeah. It's over for them. Oh, they're going to be a standalone entity floating out at sea. That's how they made it seem. But are they going to clean it up with journalistic integrity? Nah. No. It's too easy to let a narrative about AEW be spun for the sake of glad handing WWE. It's too easy to let a AEW is doom and gloom narrative be spun. It's too easy. You think a spider doesn't know its web? That's all pro wrestling media is these days. It's one giant web that is designed to spin the narratives in the positive for WWE and then the negatives for everything else. And to anyone that wants to pretend like they don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm reaching, or this is a overassessment, or even an oversimplification, I implore you to make a comment in the comment section right now and have a logical debate with me. I don't think you want to, but you should. You should try, because we need case studies. We need people to actually prove what I'm saying right. I know that sounds kind of arrogant, but I don't give a shit. Y'all are too easy. like a drunk fat bitch in the club. Now, something I wanted to bring up. This isn't news because it's something that probably went over everyone's heads because deep down inside, some of y'all want WWE to continue to succeed, but y'all would never tell us that. I'm noticing something. Werner, have you heard about a second round of WWE ID signings?
No.
Like even a report?
Mm-mm.
What is
Zero.
the last little scruple of information we received about the ID program, at least behind the scenes?
I believe it was the title belts for WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, and we had got the news, pardon me, we had got the news a little bit before that some of these bookers are backing off of booking WWE ID talent.
Yes.
So I got, this is so funny. Just when you think your show isn't reaching people, something crazy happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you really never give up when it comes to this type of stuff, because the rewards, if you push ahead and you keep your momentum going and you have resolve, you get rewarded for that. So I think it was 4 or 5 promoters reach out to the CovalentTV DMs on Twitter because I think they had saw a review, or they might have saw a clip of us talking about the ID program. Who knows? Our stuff is circulating wherever. So I think they might have saw a clip about the program. And I mean, literally all day yesterday, I'm responding to DMs from 4 or 5 promoters, 2 in the Midwest, 1 South, and the rest were East. And they all were saying the same thing to me, unprovoked. I didn't ask any questions. I wasn't even trying to do investigative journalism. But all of them told me, hey, when it comes to what is being told about the ID program of, oh, they don't affect results, WWE has never told the talents to do this or do that, they all gave me the Maury and said the lie detector test determined that was a lie. All of them in one day. You cannot make this shit up. One day. Guys, I'm kicking in with my lady. I'm telling you, I'm getting blown up. I'm like, yo, hold on one second, because the earth is falling on me right now. Like, wait a minute. I had to have my lady finish cooking my food, like dead ass. They were blowing me up like that. And this was out of nowhere. And they all came to tell me, yeah, no, all that stuff is a lie. They actually have reached out to us to be like, hey, if this talent is working the show, they have to go over. Hey, if this talent is working the show, yesterday's price is not today's price. And they were just giving me the lowdown and the rundown of every single thing. Did this report come out yet?
No.
Now watch something that's going to happen. Guys, I'm going to get into my Nostradamus mode. I'm about to get into Starkstradamus real quick. Watch a report about this come out within the next 6 months. Watch somebody watch this review, take my report, and report it as news behind their paywalls. Watch what I say. See, I don't mind giving this away for free, because when it comes to all of the people that really fuck with us and the people that may watch our show from the rafters, you appreciate it, because otherwise what happened yesterday wouldn't have happened yesterday. So that tells me that there are people that acknowledge that I'm doing right, the right work, and I'm being as accurate as possible, and I don't come on this show and lie to the viewers. So to those indie promotions, I think it was like 5 of them. Again, to the 5 indie promotions that reached out and told me the real 411 on that ID program, almost back to back of each other. See, I don't know if any of y'all believe in God, but I don't question God's blessings. Something like that can only be God. I'm sorry. 5 promoters back to back to back to back to back. Like, why would I put my reputation on the line for a lie like that?
Almost divine intervention.
That's insane. Werner, it was insane. I was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And my phone is going bloom, 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 bloom. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I finally put the stuff down to go check my phone, and yeah. So this is why I keep telling y'all, be careful who you get your information from. They're going to lie to you. Be careful who you get your information from. And also, don't pay these people for information. It's a predetermined sport. Don't pay these people for information. If that's one thing I can ask of our viewers, do not pay these people for information. Because they will mislead you in favor of their bias.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of misleading in favor of their bias, guys, it's time to transition to the portion of the show that you know, you hate. Some of you may love. Some of y'all may go into y'all bedrooms, break out the lotion, and do whatever you need to do when this segment is on. I don't know. I don't know what y'all do when we do this. But either way, y'all know what's about to happen. It's time for us to hold one special accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Let go.
This is from Twitter.
Good old Twitter.
Don't laugh at this name. I'm trying really hard not to laugh while trying to say it. Gay he's Queerio says, and I quote,
Oh my tap dancing Jesus. Oh my God. What the fuck did you just say? What the fuck did you just say to me?
Gay he's Queerio says, and I quote,
Oh my God.
Ricochet just served a masterclass on why WWE controls wrestler social media. Now, for the kids in the back who don't know what's going on, AEW got served today, along with Jon Moxley, a lawsuit for negligence. And Ricochet decided to retweet it and say, we live in a world full of pussies.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
We do. No composure having pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Okay, let me hit the button. Were you done?
Yeah.
Dumbass.
For the love of fuck. Okay. I know people wanted our opinions on the lawsuit thing, I'm sure. I have no comment. The moment I saw that he went ambulance chasing 2 years later, it lost all credibility in my eyes. I watched the clip. I don't even remember it, like, obviously, but like I saw the clip of the push, and if the guy did legitimately get hurt, he has a right to medical compensation. I'm not gonna hate him for that. I'm not gonna hate him for that. He has a right to medical compensation. If he got hurt on the job, he has a right to medical compensation. However, the terms of everything that surrounds this case, like when it was reported that he basically made mischaracterizations of Jon Moxley as a person and tried to spread some rumors about his character, and then you come to find out that he tried to pitch to work within the company on contract, you know what I'm saying, like within the company, and they kind of just gave him the cold shoulder. Like, when you add all of that stuff together, 2 + 2 is equaling fish. So I think the grounds in which this lawsuit was initiated is purely based on butthurt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. Everybody who is in here, if you disagree with what I'm saying, you might fall into that category that Ricochet spoke of. It comes across very bitch-made. It comes across very butthurt and bitch-made. Because if you were so hurt, dude, the onset of pain symptoms aren't 2 years from the point of which you got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody could tell you that. You don't need to be a doctor to know that. Vern, are you a doctor of medical science?
No.
Okay. Neither am I. So you just woke up one morning 2 years later and was like, owie. Ouch. Ouch.
You know, when I read this, I automatically thought drone.
It's baseless, bro.
One, it's baseless, but two, like, this guy is a drone. This reminds me of Chris Cruz, Carter Cruz, whatever the fuck that guy's name is from Maryland. This is just very bitch-made, whiny child. My pussy hurts.
Basically.
Nonsense.
Yeah, and to see all of the drones trying to play legal team for this motherfucker all day, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, y'all jump on anything that is just, dude. Okay. WWE fans have no life.
Oh, that's true.
Let me stop mincing words. WWE fans have no life. I watched y'all for 10 hours straight play WWE's legal team for something that doesn't even involve WWE. Y'all found some way to make a lawsuit that AEW is currently facing about WWE. When last time I checked, don't WWE got some allegations hanging over their head right now?
Yes, they do.
Okay. So with all of these things being said, with all of that goddamn legal Zoom shit y'all was running off today, what did that move forward, or what did it do? Y'all do all this stuff for free. Y'all are bums. Let's just call it what it is. WWE fans, y'all are bums. Y'all Googled on LegalZoom for 10 hours and got paid a whopping $0.00 to try to dunk on AEW legally. When WWE is wrapped up in the most litigation they've ever been wrapped up in the company's history. See how stupid you dickheads look? You see how corny that is? Can y'all get a life? Can y'all get off of social media and touch damn grass instead of projecting and telling everyone else to touch grass? Because they love saying that to people. Because I'm starting to think if y'all touch grass, it would be the first time. That's what I'm actually starting to believe. I think if WWE fans touch grass, it would be the first time. Grass touching virgins.
Mm-hmm.
So let AEW handle this how they're going to handle this. You worry about all of that litigation that your beloved company is wrapped up in. And how about you legal Zoom that? You absolute virgin pussies. Including the person that initiated that lawsuit, by the way. Any last comments on this, Werner?
I hope this gets resolved quickly and quietly.
Yeah, give him the money for whatever medical shit and keep it pushing.
Right, because I think this also seems a little bit clout chasing-ish.
Give him the pennies for the medical shit, nothing more, nothing less,
right,
and keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
But to try to make mischaracterizations of an individual because you got sand in your pussy is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
There's no way around that. And you better hope Tony Khan isn't feeling vicious legally, because he could get the lawsuit dismissed on the basis of baseless claims.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good luck.
The fact that statute of limitations is still going on for this lawsuit is ridiculous to me.
Twas it is, sir. But guess what? We're not lawyers. We're not obligated to defend AEW.
No, we're not,
and we won't.
No.
See, that's something that WWE fans can't do. They can't stay in their own business because they don't have any. See that? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're not working legal for AEW. So hey, whatever happens, happens.
It's just a quick little statement. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Now, guys, it's time for me to hold one special accountable. All right, this one is kind of low-hanging fruit, but it's an underlying message in its own accountability, so actually stay with me, guys. Don't be quick to react. All right, so someone had said, if that fatal four-way with the men tonight for the King of the Ring results in Jay versus Gunther Part 15 at SummerSlam, I'm out. And one person replied, Harseet, 28, Harseet Singh, 28, said, your Jay hate doesn't make any sense at all. To which the person replied, he can't wrestle, he can't talk, and this entire aura is based on a phrase that 9-year-olds say. So far, nothing wrong. I mean, that's accurate, okay? All right. Now, here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Harseet would reply by saying, but bro, he's a crowd draw and he sells the most merch. But sure, whatever you say. But wait. To which the person replied, he's a draw, laughing. Thanks for confirming your age. And this is where the underlying message comes in. Harseet would proceed to put 5 middle finger emojis. Now, here's the underlying message, beautiful people. Here's the underlying message. I see y'all arguing with these people all the time. That's who you're arguing with. That's who you're arguing with. You're arguing with people that think that entertainment value, talent, and ability do not supersede merch sales. This is why I tell y'all, don't get into back and forths with drones. Shut them down early. See, this guy made a mistake. This guy should have said what he said first. He should have said he has no talent, he can't wrestle, he can't cut a promo. He should have said that first because you know what? Game tape proves that correct. He should have said that first. So he could go ahead and get the sign language out the way and move on with his day. But instead, he decided to go back and forth with this person. And what did he end up gaining from his time arguing with this guy?
Arguing with a child.
WWE fans don't care about wrestling. They don't care about entertainment. They don't care about who's good at their job. They don't give a damn about none of that. All they care about is my yeet. My merch sales, my attendance. But the funny part is none of this is theirs. None of this belongs to them exclusively. They're not making money off of Jey Uso making money. For every terrible match that he has, there's not $100,000 going into their bank account. WWE fans, please stop giving WWE free defense and free credibility when they haven't earned it from you. You understand what I'm saying? And by the way, donation gang, y'all better step up tonight, man. All right? Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. We got 3 ways to donate. There's no excuse. Super Chat, Streamlabs link, Cash App. It is all ways to support the show. All right? The more you engage, the more you do what you're supposed to do, the more comments we'll read. All right? We've given y'all hundreds of free streams of reading every comment, blowing our voices out, all that stuff to make sure everybody has their comment read. Now it's time for you guys to lean back into us, man. All right? Much love. Appreciate every single one of y'all watching. But it's time for y'all to give back to the show, okay? All right, beautiful people. It is time to get into the show that we would never get into, Raw. Sponsored by Trojan. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Monday Night Raw. The usual montage of talent arriving at the arena would open up the show. Know what I mean? WWE.
What is it supposed to fucking accomplish?
WWE. Okay. Sports-based presentation in professional wrestling seems to not be able to be done properly by the industry standard, which means no one should do it. So why is WWE continuing to try to do something that they clearly see has no net positive effect on the product. No one is on social media going, wow, look at this montage of talent arriving at the arena. Whoa.
Oh my God, somebody got off an elevator.
Do y'all see, am I in the wrong spaces? Should I get into drone space? Because I don't see it. I have never once seen somebody go, whoa, look at Seth Rollins arriving with that big orange fur coat. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I do not know. Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio make their way to the ring. We saw a quick replay of Liv Morgan taking out Nikki Bella last week. Liv Morgan talked a little bit of trash about Nikki Bella and bragged about her accomplishments. This was such a bang, average, standard heel promo. And average is me putting it nicely. No one can cut compelling promos in WWE, and I don't even think it's the talent's fault. They're not allowed to, heels are not allowed to cut compelling promos. Baby faces are not allowed to cut crowd engaging promos. Everything is scripted to the goddamn T. Everything falls underneath one category and one category only. The WWE way. So if y'all like run-of-the-mill standard heel promos that are generic and you've heard them a million times, WWE is the place for you. Sign up today, WWE.com, where they'll give you 50% off of your sanity. And if you act now, they'll give you 99% off of your sanity. This is a deal that none of you can seem to pass up because all of y'all support our WWE streams more than y'all support our AEW streams. Oops. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if y'all are expecting us to watch the show and just get upset and just rant, that's not gonna happen. Going forward, that's not gonna be happening, man. So if you're like, man, that's the only reason why I watch their WWE shows. Oh, I can't wait to see them rant. You might as well stop watching. Because now I've reached a point of apathy with this product. Okay? All right. But she called out Liv, called out Io Sky because she wants a rematch for the title. And it only took a few seconds before Io showed up. And all things predictable, ended up being a fight that ended with Io sending both Liv Morgan and Dom out of the ring. And it looks like Liv Morgan is positioned to be the next challenger to Io Sky because, boy, that's so original. Okay. Oh, and by the way, every drone was losing their mind on Twitter, and Werner was losing his mind as well because Corey Graves was filling in for Pat No Talent Fee.
I was not losing my mind at all. I was just thankful that the punter wasn't there.
Much love, much love. Oh, shit. What's good, Qua? What's going on, Qua? My boy Qua in the building, man. Shouts out to him, man. If you into battle rap, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure, we got a lot of Mayo people. We have a lot of people that have a 9-to-5 ship at the Mayonnaise Distribution Center. But if you are into battle rap, my guy Qua, he got FYTB TV, covers battle rap, so show him some love, man. We done broke bread before, so I don't mind shouting him out. All right, so much love, man, much love. Appreciate yous. Damn, man, I ain't think he popping to one of the streams, bruh. You caught me on a night where I'm not feeling my most entertaining, if you shall. So yeah, much love to you. I appreciate that, man. God damn. Oh, I'm going to call you, man. I got to call you tomorrow. We got to talk some business, bruh. My boy Qua. All right. So, you want to know how generic these promos have become, ladies and gentlemen? Do you want to know how generic these promos have become? You want to know the easiest way for a babyface and or heel to get a pop and or a boo? And we're going to get to more of this later. Just say anything about the local sports team. WWE has dumbed down promos that much. Werner. Oh, God, I want to cook so bad. But, I want to get through this show as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I want to cook so bad. I'm going to give y'all this one. WWE is the industry standard, has fucked up promos in the value and the quality of promos so bad that all someone has to do is say, your local sports team sucks, or your local sports team is amazing. And how do I know that this has had a trickle-down effect? You see this in every promotion, even the indies. This has had WWE promos have had one of the worst trickle-down effects in pro wrestling history. It's going to take a long time for pro wrestling to work out, for them to work out of the WWE promo style. Because it seems like the whole industry has adopted it. AEW does a good job of shying away from it, but there's still moments where you're like, that sounded like some WWE shit. Me and Warner say that from time to time. We be like,
and it's mainly from MJF.
Yeah. I still say he should have left.
Yeah, oh, I agree.
But it was a moment in this promo, Warner, that I did not like even a little bit. It bugged me so bad. It bugged me in the worst fucking way you could possibly imagine as a pro wrestling, you know what I'm saying, connoisseur, if you shall. That, I want to say it was about, no exaggerations, probably about 21 seconds. That 21-second portion of this promo where Liv is like, Io, just give me the belt. Just hand me the belt.
Oh, God.
Just give me the belt. I don't know. Well, actually, I do. But I'm going to say for the sake of entertainment value, I don't know why that bugged me so much, but it did. Okay? If the championship is something to be passed around, what makes it different than any fucking woman that slings her pussy around town to the highest bidder? You rendered one of your women's world titles meaningless just with one sentence. Io, just hand me the belt. You might as well just hand me the belt. You made it sound meaningless. Why do you think heels stopped using that in feuds? Warner, imagine Sting wins the World Heavyweight Championship from Hogan at Starrcade 97.
Yep.
Sting comes to the ring the very next night on Nitro. And he's just standing out in the ring looking out at the crowd. And Hogan comes out there. NWO's music hits. Wow, 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 banana, wow, wow.
New world order.
And then Hogan gets in the ring with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. And Hulk Hogan spends 10 minutes saying, Sting, give me the belt. Give me the belt, brother. I bet you any amount of money that WWE drones, until this very day, will be talking about how bad that creative was. Oh, that was so awful. That segment was so awful. That's a part of the reason why WCW is dead. Wouldn't they be saying that? I'm sure they would. So why does WWE get a pass for booking like WCW? And then they made it look even worse, because watch this. Then they made it even worse. Even though she drop kicked her, she hands Liv the belt.
Yeah.
Are you serious? And of course, like the fucking dumbass clapping seals that they are, the WWE crowd pops for it. The visual of Io handing her belt to Liv is already there. Drop kick or no drop kick. Because you want me to tell you one person that if that belt is on them, you don't see that happen. Oh, I bet if that belt is on Rhea Ripley or Becky Lynch, Oh, Becky and Rhea ain't handing no belts over.
No.
Rhea probably headbutts Liv.
Yep.
And Becky probably manhandle slams Liv. But that visual of the belt being handed over doesn't happen if it's Rhea or Becky or Charlotte. For a company that cares so much about optics, they're really fucking stupid when it comes to them. Go ahead.
I want to add to the optics part. So before all that happened, Liv Morgan said she was the 4-time women's tag team champion, the greatest women's tag team champion of all time. Never mentioned that she was a former world champion, just tag team. So apparently herself and the company just see her as a tag team specialist.
Good job. Good job, WWE.
Congratulations. Liv Morgan should never challenge for the world title or any singles title ever again. And you know what? You just created this generation's Bubba.
WWE has this vicious booking cycle, but you never noticed how vicious it was until Triple H got the book.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense to everyone in the comment section, to all the truth seekers? Does that make sense? We knew the WWE booking cycle was vicious, but under Triple H, you're really realizing how vicious and short-sighted that this booking cycle is. It's the most stress-inducing booking cycle in professional wrestling today. Because you're either getting rehash or you're getting something that just doesn't even make any sense. And does WWE care? Does Triple H care? No.
Nope.
Do the fans care? No.
No.
They take it with a smile on their face.
Just as long as they're making money, that's all I care about. They got to make more money than AEW, and they got to have more ratings than AEW, and they got to have more butts and seats than AEW.
Moving on. Moving on. Okay. So we got Ivy Nile, River, Stephanie, Raquel, and Asuka going against each other, returning Asuka, if you shall.
Yes.
Now, some people might go, oh, you're finding a way to complain about everything. Okay, I'll own that. I'll own that crown tonight. Werner, I'll own that crown tonight. I'll own it.
Okay.
I'll own it. Let's own it. Let's own the complainer crown. You have Asuka come back after being gone for like, what, a year plus?
Yeah.
And the first win that she gets back has to be because Rhea Ripley gets involved in the match. And you changed her finisher. Because God forbid something have a definitive finish like a tap out, like a submission. But wait, no, hold on. Wait. But here's all the drones cared about. They didn't care about the match, Werner. Watch this. They didn't care about the match. You want to know what they cared about? Asuka's old theme is back. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck the quality of the match. Fuck the participants.
We got our old music back. Yay!
And I dare one of you drones to come in here and say I'm lying. I scrolled the Raw live thread for about a solid 15 seconds, and all I saw was OG themes back. Oh, Asuka's old themes back. While the match was currently going on. While the match was currently going on. As a fan base, you guys are imbeciles, idiots, and a joke. Y'all don't deserve Stephanie. Y'all don't deserve Asuka. Y'all don't even deserve Ivy Nile.
Or Roxanne.
A god-awful fan base that needs to disappear off the face of the planet because it would make wrestling a better place. Unbelievable. The match is going. I'm talking about guys 2-3 minutes into the match, and all I saw was, oh, her old theme is back. Oh my God, her old theme is back. Nothing about what's happening in the match. And what do these fans do during the match? Their ADD kicks in. Anytime there was a break in the action, this is awesome. I'm going to keep it a buck. Stephanie isn't performing at the level we know she's capable of. Asuka didn't perform at the level we know she's capable of. Ivy Nile is out there trying to put on great performances, but she can't because the WWE style is so limited. And Raquel Rodriguez kind of just exists. Go ahead, Werner. I got nothing. I got nothing.
You know how when we talk about New Japan stars going to AEW and they phone it in, like Ishii, Okada, you know, those guys. Perfect example tonight of their own talent just phoning it in. Asuka phoned it in. Raquel, I don't know what Raquel was doing tonight. She just she didn't look like she wanted to stand, but she didn't want to really do anything.
Let me stop you before you get to Stephanie. You know what's so sad about the current state of Stephanie and WWE? It's like the fans are just like any move that is building up to that spot, the Devil's Kiss, all those moves are filler to the WWE audience.
Yeah.
Everything is building up to that damn move. And guess what? Tonight, this is the first time I've heard the audience pop for it, and it felt like they were just popping for the sake of popping, not because they actually wanted to see it.
I think they were hoping to hear Booker run out and do his noises or whatever he does when she does that move.
Dude, Stephanie
that's
is
all
a
they
novelty.
really care about.
Stephanie is a novelty at this point.
Right.
Let's call it what it is. Stephanie is a novelty right now. The same way how Asuka was a novelty at one point. Oh, but her NXT Black and Gold, shut the fuck up. She's a novelty. An underpaid novelty at that.
Very underpaid.
This was not good. I'm not going to overrate. Oh, you're complaining. This match or Cinema Cook hooped. Man, suck my dick. No, it didn't.
None of that.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Put your thinking cap on for 3 seconds and think. With all of these ladies, with all of this talent in the ring, shouldn't this have been better?
Oh, yeah.
And look, Werner, look. Uh-oh, there I go, having a standard. Oops.
God forbid if you have a standard.
My fault for not just calling it or a Cinema Cook hoop blindly. My bad.
Right.
I have a standard. I know Stephanie can do more.
We know Asuka can do more too.
Dude, it's embarrassing. But everybody in the stream, man, like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Show your boys some love, man. Because otherwise, this is going to be a very quick stream, man. We ain't had no super chats tonight. So, therefore, it's going to be a quick stream. And the only new commenter was my boy Qua. So, much love, man. Much love. Yep. This is going to go fast. And we love y'all. But, yeah, the days of us pouring into y'all and, you know, not getting it back, that's over. That's over. All of these other streamers that don't even have half the talent that we have on this show and the entertainment value and knowledge that we have on this show, oh, they get all the love in the world. So until that love is given, y'all know what's up. I say it with love. Okay? And WWE had a missed opportunity, Werner. Let's not miss this, too. WWE had a missed opportunity. How hard would it have been to bring Asuka back as a surprise?
Oh, it would have been easy, but God forbid if they do anything easy.
Moving on.
Yeah.
After a quick backstage segment with the Judgment Day, they continue to build this never-ending tension.
It's never going away. I'm going to keep it forever.
This is my bloodline. Give me a fucking
Roxanne will be
knife.
the new leader one day.
Even though she could fit in most overhead compartments.
That's a fact.
End it, man.
Yeah.
God damn, you cannot lean on Vince's creations forever, Triple Nose. You can't, homie. Sir, and while you are continuing to book this poorly, I'm going to take a trip to the knife store.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Okay, WWE fans, you want to know what your surprise inside the box is? Y'all want to know what y'all rewarded? Y'all want to know the super secret sauce that y'all get for all of your undying support, for all of the ticket sales and the Aura Cinema Cook Hoop that you provide the product? Goldberg going against Gunther.
That's right. And a terrible promo.
Goldberg was limping on the way to the ring, man. Goldberg has done interviews recently talking about how he's not healthy enough to compete right now. And he still has some work to get done. And Triple Nose is about to toss out Goldberg to go against Gunther in a world title match. And I'm going to make a bold prediction. I have this on no knowledge. This is just an early prediction. Would not be shocked if Goldberg gets that belt.
Same. And he wears the basketball shorts. That's really bold.
What, dude? And y'all shit on AEW? And y'all shit on AEW? The man was limping. He looked like he couldn't even do the punches and kicks in his entrance. I remember when Goldberg used to do that in his entrance in WCW back in the day. And I used to think as a kid, I was like, man, I ain't want to get hit with one of those.
No.
I didn't want to be on the receiving end of one of those.
Now he's 70 and it's like,
Now I'm looking at him. I'm like, oh, could have dodged that. Could have dodged that. Mm-hmm. Dude, why do y'all reward this company with y'all attendance and y'all viewership? Barely. I mean, barely. But like attendance. Seriously, dude. This is like showing up to Nazi class. like, dude, this is that showing up for a WWE show. Dude, you're being trained to be a fucking imbecile that passes along a disease of just ineptitude to all wrestling fans. Why do y'all show up for this? They're giving you Goldberg versus Gunther against All In. The better show is literally going to be on the same night. All you have to do is watch it. Give me a fucking knife. Shit me a building, dude. Marlo came through with the 5 schmackaroos, said Triple Nose, giving us Gunther and Goldberg in a clusterfuck match. Thanks. Dude, my hands are up, though. Because I have no investment. My hands are up. I don't have no... Warren, do you have money in this stock?
No, I could care less.
This is your reward. This is your fresh matchup. WWE fans, this is your fresh matchup. Goldberg versus Gunther. They were shitting on it tonight, but you know, Werner, by the morning, they're going to be finding ways to justify this match.
Oh, yeah, easily.
This is diabolical work. I watched a beaten up old man that's probably going to get injured as a result of this match and botch a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And
who knows? He might even get concussed again.
And y'all, and again, by the morning, y'all are going to be like, well, it's actually not that bad of a match. And then if Goldberg wins it, it'll give credibility to the belt. You know, credibility that Jey Uso took off of it. But I thought y'all liked Jey Uso. Yeah, I mean, we do. He's over. But, you know, dude, the excuse train never stops with that fan base.
Oh.
Homie, I'd rather see Gunther versus Raven Simone than to see damn Bill Goldberg come out there and try a jackhammer, pause if necessary. Gunther.
Pause.
What are we doing here? WWE fans, what are we doing? You see how fresh and spry Goldberg looked? That motherfucker looked about as fresh as King Tut. And this is what y'all want. Warner, let me correct myself and then I'm gonna leave it here and I'm gonna let you cook. This is what y'all deserve. Go ahead, Warner. Give your thoughts on this.
Why in 2025 are we allowing this to happen? Again, WWE fans, you have the power to change this by going boo.
It's really that easy.
It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. No one wants to see a broken down Goldberg going up against a lazy, I have everything, Randy Orton syndrome Gunther.
And let me do a quick shout out real quick. Mike came through on the Cash App for 5 schmackaroos. Appreciate you, man. I don't know why the message is not popping up right now, but appreciate you, Mike. Thank you for hitting the Cash App. Thank you. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. One more will send us to church. I think we all need it, by the way. Go ahead.
Real quick. I know it's going to go off a little bit, but do we forget that tonight Raw only had 6,500 tickets sold, whereas AEW sold out a 16,000, almost 17,000 seat arena this Wednesday?
Ain't that something?
Oops.
So let me spin the block on the Gunther Goldberg thing real quick. If this match isn't kept under 3 minutes, if y'all thought the amount of botches in the Jey Uso Gunther match at Saturday night's main event was bad, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, and WWE, for the love of everything that is holy on this planet, can y'all please stop trying to wring the towel that is Mexico? I know it's a house show.
Super show there now.
I know it's a house show, but good God Almighty, y'all, could y'all make it any more obvious what y'all trying to do?
We're gonna have half of Triple A's talents with us. We're all gonna wrestle each other. Cody's gonna be on top.
Can y'all, dude? I see through that like fucking Kevin Bacon and Hollow Man. I see straight through that shit. WWE. I think the Mexican fans that are true fans of Lucha Libre are going to see through that as well. Can you stop? WWE, can you stop? This is why people are shying away from you now. This is why we haven't had a second wave of WWE ID talent announcement. This is why, WWE. People are starting to notice what you all are doing to professional wrestling, and they're backing away, which we said would happen. Stop. Let shit live. Better yet, just let it breathe. You know, like, dude, just let it even just breathe. Because when you put 100 on 10, it makes everything seem disingenuous. Like oh God, this company. But yeah, Warner, when I saw that graphic pop up at the bottom, I was like, you got to be shitting me.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that graphic pop up at the bottom and I said, you got to be shitting me. Thank you to everybody watching the show right now, man. Appreciate all the viewers that are watching right now. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Y'all all showing up and showing out. We appreciate you. Well, donation gang could be a little bit better, but we appreciate y'all, man. Nonetheless. I don't have anything else on the Gunther Goldberg thing, Werner. I have nothing.
I don't know what else to say.
I have nothing else. They only had one match in the first hour, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
They only had one match in the first hour, y'all. And now we're getting JD Squarehead versus AJ Styles, which AJ Styles obviously won with a Styles Clash.
Presented by Cash App.
And Werner, AJ Styles hits the Styles Clash. And Michael Chode, in his infinite wisdom, the 3 comes down, and he goes, oh, he kicks out.
Yeah.
He goes, wait, no, AJ won the match. And I'm like, how does this dude have a job? How does this man have a job?
What a maneuver.
Look at that throw. You remember the throw era with Michael Chode when everything was a throw? Somebody could hit a pile driver in front of him and he'd be like, look at that throw. Give me a break. This match was nothing special. AJ did his usual stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad AJ Styles is at least still looking healthy. I hate the company he's in right now, but at least he's healthy.
Yes.
Okay? That's not to take away from how terrible, by AJ Styles standards, how terrible this match was by an AJ Styles standard. Oh, and Finn Balor.
Balor Club.
Saved Dominic Mysterio for taking a phenomenal forearm, and Styles was posted with the IC title. And any thoughts on the match, man?
It was there. You're doing this super slow burn of Finn versus Dominic. Just pull the fucking trigger. Stop being so fucking gun shy. It's not like the fans are gonna care that they wrestled. They don't even care about the wrestling. All they care about is promos and merch sales and ticket sales.
Now that comment, hold on. Now that comment I gotta read. Miguel said Mexican fans booed Vikingo at AAA's Triple Mania. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I said what I said, and I didn't even know about that. What did I just say? I didn't even know about that. Wow. Surprise. Surprise. It's almost like they watched that Worlds Collide event and thought it wasn't a good representation of a promotion that they love. Oops. Wow. Would you look at that? I knew nothing about it. 5-star came through with 5. Schmackaroo said, I don't see the Evolution pay-per-view getting over 1K. That's a bold prediction.
That's a very bold prediction.
You undermine how just the amount of undying loyalty drones have to attending these WWE shows.
Yeah. Especially since it's an all-women pay-per-view and all the simps are going to white knight for them.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
But you know what? My word is my word. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time that we take our beautiful selves all the way down to that place where we could be holy and sanctified. It is time to go to church.
The church.
You know, when that Holy Ghost hits you, you don't know how you're going to respond.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? When that Holy Ghost hits you, you know, sometimes you just feel it like that. All right, the Ric Flair spirit, apparently.
Woo!
That's okay. Good for you, Warner. Thank you. Said Vikingo got booed and Alberto Del Rio got cheered.
Oh, dear Lord.
Did they chant "You sold out" as well? I'm so shocked by that. Not in a in a traditional sense of being shocked, but like shocked like this soon.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew it was gonna happen over time, but man, I didn't think they was gonna be that resentful about it this soon. Good for them though. Why not? Let your grievances be heard.
Maybe after this little excursion, maybe CMLL got some fans.
Warner busted out excursion. Jesus Christ.
What?
Good for you. Good for you. What you gonna say? He's on a journey. He's on a quest. Huh? No, seriously though. Yeah, CMLL probably got some new fans. Yeah, I agree. They probably did. Wow. Alberto Del Rio getting cheered is diabolical work.
That's wild.
All right, Warren, it's time for you to put in some work here, sir. Let's go ahead and have you finish out the rest of the show because, yeah, I am done.
We got Maxine Dupree and Natalia gave Sheamus words of encouragement backstage.
That doesn't mean blowjob. That doesn't mean blowjob, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
That does not mean that. Okay? Go ahead.
Even though their new shirt is Dungeon Dolls.
What? Dungeon Dolls?
Yes.
Dungeon Dolls.
That's their tag team and their t-shirt, Dungeon Dolls.
Goodness gracious, for the love of Christ. Please, sir.
No
please.
whips or cuffs were harmed in the making of that t-shirt.
Jesus Lord. Oh my God. And Warner, that confirms something that I told you off camera. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead. Finish up.
They told him to take care of Rusev. Tozawa got fired up and went right into Sheamus' face and say, "Kick his ass."
He didn't say that. He said, "Free me from the base guy curse that a white man from Michigan put on me." That's what he said.
He did not say that.
That's exactly what he said. You were watching a revised copy of Raw tonight. Go ahead.
How was the Alpha Academy cooked with Sheamus? Wow. Okay. Bayley was walking through the back. She's up next.
Stop. Why the fuck was Xavier Woods dressed like a pimp from Alabama named Armadillo Ankles? What is happening on this fucking show? Dude, what is happening on this show? Then Kofi's dressed like a fucking gay stripper. Dude, what is happening on this show? This ain't even a rant. I'm just trying to figure it out. What is happening on this show?
I'm just as confused as you are.
What is going on? What, did he just leave the set of Back to the Pimpture? What the fuck was going on here? This is a dumbass show.
It is.
Burner, please
all right,
finish this shit.
Packers player Evan Williams showed at ringside because we got to have celebrities.
Fuck the Packers. Fuck the Packers.
Fuck
the Packers. Fuck the Packers. Fuck the Packers. Fuck their audience.
Bayley came out and then had to awkwardly wait for a "Let's Go Bayley" chant.
Give me a knife.
Then she cut a "I'm happy to be here" promo. But that Becky's always been 2 steps ahead of me, but I'm climbing that rung. I'm going to be there soon. And I don't do it for WrestleMania. I do it for nights like tonight. What is this shit? You really don't do things to get to WrestleMania? How dumb are you? Honestly. Please, you know what? Can we get IQ tests for the wrestlers?
No, why do that? Why do that when you could have Xavier Woods dressed up like a pimp named Vanilla Bean? Why do that? Why do that? Why do things that make sense? Why? When you could just have it be like the fucking Benny Hill show? Why?
Yeah.
Why do that when this shit could be like Sábado Gigante on Telemundo, where it's random shit happening? It's midgets flying around everywhere and women in bikinis, and then out of nowhere somebody starts singing in a sombrero. Why? Why do a show that's competent? Why? It's more lucrative to do it in front of your fucking trained SEALs that are in the crowd. Why? Dude, and then Bayley, you have no charisma. Stop talking.
Yeah.
No one cares about what you have to say. The only thing the simps care about, and the only reason why you're still employed is because you got a fat ass. Finish the show, bro.
Lynch came out after raiding a Chicago Bears team store. Fans, of course, got upset and started chanting, "Bears still suck." And then you have Becky in the most quietest way possible. We won the last one. Oh, that'll rile them up. Becky doesn't care about her friends. All she cares about is her legacy as a Hall of Famer. Nonsense. They're going to fight next week. That's what this came to. They're going to fight next week for a fucking title that 235-year-olds should not be fighting for. Period. Fucking period. Backstage, Jey Uso with Kathy Kelly. Another crackhead promo. Yeet. AJ Styles and Nick Aldis were in the back. It's going to be AJ versus Dom at Saudi Arabia. Kairi Sane versus Liv Morgan. Match got called because Liv Morgan apparently dislocated her shoulder.
Okay, so WWE, Kairi too. I gave Grace the first injury. I did. WWE, because Kairi does not know how to wrestle your style, just sit her. Bench her.
Yeah.
Just bench her. Bench her until her contract expires. Let her go somewhere else. She cannot work the WWE style. And that's not a compliment to the WWE style. She cannot slow down that much. That's what happened here. Liv Morgan was trying to wrestle the WWE style, and Kairi was just working at a speed that Liv Morgan was not able to catch herself enough in time to truly prevent that injury from happening. Kairi needs to be benched until her contract expires so she could go somewhere else. She cannot work the WWE style. Kairi herself either ends up injured or someone else ends up injured. Tell me I'm lying. It's about that time. WWE, it's about that time. Just bench her, let her contract expire, let her leave. Stop trying to fit a square peg where?
In a round hole. I mean, again, you released her the last time. What changed? Nothing.
Let her go. She cannot work that style. She was trained up in the Joshi strong style environment. That's all she knows. Look at how much y'all had to slow down Asuka. Okay? And I hope Liv recovers. Don't get me wrong. I hope Liv recovers.
Yeah.
But this is like the Tony Khan situation where it's like with Orange Cassidy, where what is it? We said, what is it going to take to get Tony Khan to stop booking Orange Cassidy in a prominent position? And Werner, what did we say?
An injury.
Same thing. You needed to cool Liv Morgan down for a little bit. But nope, you getting ready to toss her right back into a Women's World Championship program. And guess what? The injury bug bit.
Yep.
Yeah, they taking the likes again. It is what it is.
Yeah. All righty, up next we got a John Cena CM Punk video package. They apparently WWE loves the Cena hypocrite line. Up next, we got Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross having a promo. That was terrible. Sammy said he would give all of his attention to Karrion Kross after King of the Ring. So apparently, Karrion Kross is going to screw Sami Zayn, and then they're probably going to fight next week or the week after.
Just like that, ladies and gentlemen.
Just like that. It's just that simple. Alrighty, in the main event, we got the King of the Ring Fatal 4-Way. Jey Uso, Rusev, Sheamus, and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman. Main roster fuckery left and right.
And guess who? And tell everyone who ate the pin as a result of whom.
Jey Uso did two splashes on Bronson Reed's back, not the front, his back, for the pinfall win.
And y'all told me, not our truth seekers, but y'all drones told me, oh, this faction is the next coming of the bloodline. This faction is going places. This is exactly what Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker needed. Oh my God, this is going to elevate them to true stardom. You got Bronson Reed being pinned by the Yeet Man.
This is the jobber version of the Dangerous Alliance from WCW. And I'm talking old WCW.
Everybody give your likes back, man. Make sure you hit that like button again, because YouTube, they fuck with our likes. I can't tell you why. But just, hit the like button again. Make sure your like isn't taken away. This was, for all of the heat that AEW gets, this was overbooked WCW nonsense. WWE fans love using that as a dunk. This is like 2000 WCW. When half of the people that say that weren't even alive to watch 2000 WCW.
No.
2000 WCW was better than this bullshit by a long shot.
Yeah.
Give me Scott Steiner walking out to the ring with tigers.
Yes.
I'd rather have that over this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Warner, did you say everything on the show?
Seth Rollins marched down. He was going to stomp Jay, but then Cody came out and they did a stare down.
Ooh. -10. No moment. -10. No moment. But I got one more thing.
-10, no moment.
Wait, I got one more thing I want to say. I got one more thing I want to say. -10. No goddamn moment. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Warren.
-10, no moment. -10, no moment. -10, no moment. -10. There is no fucking moment on this show.
Cool. Now that we got that out the way. Clear the air. It is not your responsibility to consult others' trauma. It is not your responsibility to consult others' trauma. It's not. Sometimes you got to let people find stuff out the hard way. Okay? And I know it's hard because it might be somebody you care about, might be somebody you love, it don't matter. Sometimes you got to let somebody figure something out the hard way. Because it's hard to see through the trauma lens. It's hard to see through the I've been through things lens. We've all been through things, but that doesn't give you a right to feel like, hey, I'm in my bubble. Everything I believe is what I believe. No, you have to learn how to let certain stuff go as well. Okay? So that's why I want to clear the air on. Do not consult anyone's trauma. Go ahead.
I know this was yesterday, but make every day a Father's Day or a Mother's Day. Call your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a hug. Give them a kiss if you can. Talk to them. Tell them you love them. Because again, as Daryl and I know, and we've said multiple times, you don't know how long you have with them.
Sure don't.
You know,
Sure
so
don't.
make sure hug your family, hug your parents, grandparents, great grandparents if they're still on this earth. Show the love to the family.
100. All right, y'all. Well, it's time for us to get the fuck up out of here, beautiful people. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his ass. So, sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starkside.
Making a football by the Mist-5, semi-cute sixes, and the internal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Wednesday.